pristine white and pure. It blanketed the branches of the pines and the earth. Snow. My mother had described it to me once, but it was hard to understand living in the Southern Isles, a place with copious sunshine, hot and humid summers, and winters that were sometimes foggy and bone-chilling. But it never snowed. Our galleon was secured to the dock, exactly where we'd left it weeks ago, bobbing in the waves that came in and rose up the white beach. I hadn't packed clothes for this weather, but the vampires who'd welcomed us had been generous. Viper watched my stare, his slitted eyes hot against my cheek. "You can stay." After I stared at the snow a moment longer, I turned back to him. A gorgeous man who served as a general in his brother's army. Granted immortal life because of the venom of a king snake that had bitten him hundreds of years before. Our ship had docked to secure supplies because our journey had taken longer than I'd expected. And then, it took even longer once I met him. I've already been gone from home for far too long. I told my father not to worry, and he said he wouldn't. But we both knew that was a lie. Viper didn't ask again. Just stared at me like he wanted to memorize my face. I'd had some passionate, clandestine affairs, but having a vampire as a lover was definitely at the top of the list. I knew I was his prey, so I should be afraid of him, but I never was. And that made it so much more fun. My mother would be furious if she knew. And a little proud. Then come back. Someday. I might. A foot taller than me and in the armor and uniform he wore to represent his king. He was muscular and thick in all the right places. He looked at me a moment longer, before his arm circled the small of my back and he pulled me in for a kiss. A kiss goodbye. It was slow and purposeful, his hand sliding underneath my coat to feel the bare skin of my back. It lasted a long time, a kiss to burn in our memories long after it was over. He pulled away and gently removed his embrace. Be safe. I sailed to a distant place I don't know and had an affair with a vampire who warned me he might kill me. I don't play safe. He smirked, affection reaching his eyes. Not all monsters are as good as I am. Remember that. He stepped back and waited for me to go, burying his sadness beneath the surface as much as possible. Goodbye, Lily.